Greetings, Earthlings. Big Dan coming to you from Emotiva World Headquarters in beautiful downtown Franklin, Tennessee. Hey, I've got some exciting news. The long-awaited MR1L receiver is sitting in front of me. They're in stock and ready to ship today. I'm going to take you and walk you through the features of this baby, and we'll start by, well, let's talk about power. Okay, this is 9 channels of internal power. It's 140 watts into 8 and 200 into 4 with 2 channels driven. With all 9 channels driven, you're 85 by 9 into 8 and 100 by 9 into 4. I had to remember all those things. You've got a 660 VA power transformer here, a toroid power transformer, a very high capacity linear power supply, and all the usual features of our MC1 processor, the MR1 receiver. So you've got 13.2 channels of decoding. You do Dolby Vision, HDR10, HLG, HDR10 Plus, eARC, DTS-X, Atmos, all the goodies, all the decoding, all the standard features you'd expect to find in all of our high-end processors, and of course the mighty MC1 and MR1. You've got balanced subwoofer outs for 2 subwoofers, as well as RCA outputs for all of your line outputs for 13.2 channels of decoding. On the back side, which I'll show you here in a second, you've got 6 HDMI inputs for 4K, as well as 2 outputs, one with eARC, as I mentioned earlier. You've got our great EmoQ room correction system with a built-in measurement mic that comes with the unit, and of course, our beautiful Illuminated remote control. I'm going to show you some cool points about this unit. Number one, again, not as big as the MR1. The MR1L power transformer is no slouch. Not quite as big as my giant head, but darn near as big, and it's quite hefty. So that's driving this baby, 660 VA. And that's in the world of transformers, that's a big transformer. Here is the linear power stage. We've got a pair of 15,000 mic, 105C Emotiva low ESR caps, parallel on each face of the rail, and double-sided boards played through epoxy, no single-sided stuff here. And then this beautiful amp module. Check this baby out. There's all 9 channels, beautifully made. Again, double-sided boards played through FR4 glass epoxy material. And it does have auxiliary boost fans. If it gets into a cabinet or where it's really tight, it has very, very quiet, silent cooling. I believe there's 3 fans in there, low RPM fans that'll tick over in the event of a restricted ventilation. Now here's something you're not going to see in any receiver that you buy without going into the $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 price range. What's that? That's solid milled aluminum, not plastic, not plastic that looks like aluminum. This is real solid aluminum extrusion. Then it's CNC milled with a beautiful window laid into it. And look at that, even the back board that runs the display and holds all the electronics in the front here, that's also double-sided plate through FR4 material. The quality goes in before the name goes on. There was a famous TV that said that at one time. All right, let's talk about the business end of this unit, the connector end. On my right-hand side is the power inlet, an IEC inlet. You've got your main power switch. You have your LEDs that indicate the rail voltage. It auto-detects the AC voltage, as I mentioned, and it lets you not worry about where you're plugging it in worldwide. You just plug it in, it sees the voltage, senses it automatically, and configures the primary or the transformer. You've got your speaker outputs for 9 channels of audio, your mains and your surrounds, so you can do quite readily a 5.14 system in here, or a 5.2.4 system, I should say, or a 7.1.2. You can configure the speaker format however you'd like to. If you decide that you want to run more channels, you've got preamp outputs available for all 13.2 channels that allow you to build this thing up to a complete 13.2 channel system using the internal amplifiers and some of our handy BasX multi-channel amps for external speakers, okay? For additional speakers, I should say. You've got balanced subwoofer outs for a pair of subwoofers. We like XLR connectors because they ensure noise-free operation over long signal runs. You've got 4 pair of analog inputs, and you have 4 digital inputs, 2 coaxial and 2 toslink. You've got an additional USB audio input, so you can use this as a music streamer. Put a small laptop up here in your system and you can stream audio from a computer directly to it. I do that all the time with old Apple laptops because they never go bad, they just don't get fast enough. But they make great music streamers if you decide to do something like that. You've got a USB connection for an update stick for running firmware updates. You've got RS-232 control for home automation, as well as a trigger output, a remote IR in. If the unit's in a cabinet, you can't see it, you can put a remote telltale in and trigger the unit remotely. And you also have your EmoQ microphone input, and of course your trusty Bluetooth antenna. That about covers the back panel of the unit. All right, now let's take a look inside. This is my favorite part of the unit. Let me unplug it before I kill myself. I've been known to make sparks in the past, so I'll unplug it, flip the antenna down, and I'll take the top off here. Oh, look at that. Oh, metal, not plastic. Not judging anybody, but I'm just saying it's a real metal chassis. Oh, look at this beautiful thing. I hope you guys can see the beauty that I'm looking at here. All right, let's talk about this baby. We talked about the transformer. We talked about the power stage. We talked about the power supply board. Here they are all configured in the chassis. So let's take a look here. Here is your main power supply board, your rectifiers, your filter capacitors, the 660 VA toroid transformer here. Here's your 9-channel amplifier module. What you can't see below the decoder board is the fan assist units. Okay, then they're angled. They're very tucked way in there, and they're virtually silent. They draw the air up from underneath and exhaust it out the sides and the back, and it's absolutely silent in operation. Then here's your main decoder board, and this is 13 2-point channels. We've got our really cool discrete resistor ladder volume control modules here, and these things give you exceptional dynamic performance, low noise, and really, really good headroom, and that's an exclusive feature in our products. Here's your Mighty Shark decoder doing your DSP work, and just a great product. And again, look at the way this thing's built. It's neat, it's clean, it's easy to service. It's built like a Swiss watch, but we make it for you because we love you, all right? So folks, there you have it. The ins and the outs of the mighty BasX MR1L. The middle of our product line, we've got the giant MR1, the MR1L, which I think honestly is probably a perfect fit for a vast majority of your system needs. This is a fantastic unit. It's got a compact chassis. It's got plenty of real-world power. You won't believe how this thing hits. It's cool running. It's easy to use and reliable. And it's just a fantastic piece. I love this unit. I've been waiting a long time for this one to show up because I think this fills the bill for a vast majority of our customers out there. It's available today. It's in the warehouse ready to ship. $15.99, an incredible value, 3-year parts and labor warranty. We have an 8K upgrade program coming for later in the year. You'll be able to upgrade so you can buy with confidence. We've been doing this now. It's our 20th year. So we've been here for a long time. It's our total focus. And these are great products. I think you're going to be very pleased with them. So from Big Dan to you, fellow Earthlings, happy listening. Thank you.